For the first time, Mohbad's former record label boss, Naira Marley, also a singer, his father decided to break silence. You will listen to what he has to say. He said, I am doing this for the first time. As you all know, we've come to that point that we are supposed to have gotten to. In fact, the police should have gotten to this point. I have said it times without number, unless you are not listening. But I know a lot of people are listening. I said, when Mohbad died, the first person that Wunmi called is her mother. And of course, her mother kicked into action. She sprung into action as a former corrupt police officer that is involved in buying people. If you think we don't have certain police officers that are into dark, shady deals, they work for the kingdom of darkness. One's mother is part of those people. That is the reason why she was dishonorably kicked off. She does not come to work, but she's still working as a police officer. Is that called off duty? No. Our own job is sinister. Our mother swung into action. According to the police in charge of this case, that police officer had to confess, saying, look, it's not my fault. I was instructed not to grill or interrogate Wunmi. All we did was to take the statement of Wunmi according to how Wunmi wants it to be said. And Karimo confirmed it that she drove her sister to the police where they typed it into the computer, and that's it. Why? Not because Wunmi is so super woman. It is as a result of Wunmi's mother. She quickly called her friends in the force, those that she has offered bomb to, Pekus, and those that are with her in her coven. They swung into action from the bottom, not necessarily from the top, from the bottom. Their job is to make sure that it is dropped. They know what and what needs to be done to make sure that Wunmi is not prosecuted. And Wunmi also, according to her sister, gave bomb to certain police officers to seal the deal. Apart from some money that came out of Mohbad's account into the account of some of those people. Well, like I said, Naira Marley's father, he has decided to talk. I'm sure because he now got to realize that we have returned back to Cctv and we are ready to dig it out. I know that Yomi Fabiyi has a portion of that Cctv. He does. He has a portion of it. That's why he could confirm. He said, look, Mohbad has passed away long time. After Mohbad came back from that show, boom, that is it. Mohbad died. Mohbad died because he has seen the Cctv. He talked about those that came to that house. A lot of things happened. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at what you're about.
And one of the best doctors, the Kuramed here, not one duty enjoy. The doctor was like, they did not even tell the doctor what happened in their house. Another thing, those who was in here, I am telling you on my honor. They were asking them, Kilo share why? None of them said anything, they were only crying. And so why would, as a society, as a government, as police, you would, what are you trying to tell the public? The CCTV, nobody can deny it. Even I tell you, tabati one or two things. If they have assistance from outside, and you brought somebody, you know, it's quite sad. So why should we have a governor that we would tell all this and will tell us he will not look into it and get us to cover it? The governor must act. And the international community must hear us. They must hear this. that this is what is going on. Because all things don't protest, they are terrorists. They don't like Lagos State. They don't like because there are some cost citizens. I want be boss on social media, change the narrative. You don't like Lagos. Now that they are covering up murderers, I want to boy any talk by you. I want you don't like Lagos. And you try to bring our towns why Otagade and you like Lagos and you want justice. Make it make sense. We are going towards getting the truth out. Evidence to bring justice, and then and they assist and then bring you down. And then I want to bring you down. And then bring any don't down. And then is that you top of one here? Who raised some people? I want to tell you that. People putting their life on the line to do the right thing, and then you still change it back. They don't know what I saw. You might expect me at this stage of my life. You want my phone about the lazy? Koribe. I tell you, no. Why we can a woman see you sorry? Can my friend you buy? I will not back down on justice for Mohbad. Why we can move mommy? Can support Baba me lobby? Can change your look come me? With justice for Mohbad, oh sorry gone. Ori elama atiti ta ma fi ro. And the will of the people. Oh no, because he own when you're right, oh no, long. At the walk, he has talent, he has glory, he has future, but you gave him trouble. They took his life in a terrible, horrible way. They left him to die. One feeble boy, don't point, oh, they're Kusilebe, what they will, Tiputoviku, Shekoko, and the fat boy here, and the kid became a dake. That's Yahweh. Maybe my dake at the wrong person. I know that they get I am willing to sacrifice what I'm sacrificing because I know nothing substantial can be achieved without sacrifice. And all on that, I want to lie, want to pay more by two sacrifices. Oh no, but be my coup, be my story. I cannot even understand it. No more. Line share. Oh, when you touch it's not going to come to your son. It's not going to come to your daughter. Because you know certainly that, oh, your children can never come to Nigeria. You might think they cannot want to. When they become an adult, they might choose they want to come. Cut short life of one. Whoever you are, whether it's a family that did it, don't try it. Pay for your crime and go. I'm not interested. I will not say because I'm not a selective activist. I am not a selective activist. I would only speak up when I think somebody needs a voice. If you're trying to infringe on somebody's right, whether it is the defendant, whether it is a victim, whether it is the public, I will speak because I am an ambassador of human rights.
It's me.
Oh, welcome, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm doing this for the first time. Can I tell you? I don't believe in that government anymore. Trust me, it's a no-brainer. I will take more than 1 year to get this justice. I've worked for different security outfits. I live in UK. I've worked for Metropolitan Police. I know even a rookie policeman, a rookie investigator will not do that shamble business which the police did. When they got there was no, they never condone of everywhere was messed up. I think they compromised. Trust me, the first suspect should be the wife and the people around there at the time of the guys there.
Very correct. You're very correct. You're very correct.
It's a no-brainer. But for me, I don't think we can get justice. They left those people and they called people who were not in the country to calm down. And the people that were present were not even detained for 1 day. were not detained for 1 day. I don't know who they know. I don't know what power they have. But whatever it is, they don't. The only power belongs to Almighty Allah. They don't have power.
It's quite a shame. That is a shame and is a mess on the part of the police. And
It's a shame.
I have to say that
It's a shame. I don't know what some people, what their godfathers or their godmothers, I don't know who they know, but God will fight for that boy.
Amen.
God will fight for that boy. Eventually, gbogbo wọn náà ni nǹkan burúkú ti ń bá wọn báyìí. Kan mọ̀ ni ìyàwó tá a mọ̀ wọn pé nǹkan burúkú ti ń bá wọn.
But Ebo sir, Shengbomi,
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
from all indication, normally on a good day, where she saw sir, the people that are meant to be brought in first are the people around the house and the victim in the last 48 hours.
Of course.
But we have to understand the fact that the kind of society we live. I'm not saying it's an excuse. Want it to they be pay Iago, Mbatori senator.
Because they listen to social media.
Exactly. So boy, open look to get pay taba lend the voice wa taba correct here. Le run as a society, as a country. Now, if they should do their job, I'll lead the investigation here. I think his name is Mustafa or something. Video. He was the one that he said he was the only one that recorded the exhuming of the body. And he told me in his honor, when he was escorting us down, Nipanti, when I went to give my submission and tell them the truth that this is the evidence that can lead to getting those that committed this crime, the CCTV. And the man said to me on his honor, he said, I accept with you, sir. I apologize for what happened upstairs, but the truth is, that Wunmi, the wife, we were not allowed to drill her.
Why?
He didn't tell me why, he didn't tell me who. And I said, sir, I am very happy that this kind of a case, it does not have, limit of whatever they can do. It's an open ending. That please do the due diligence. Because naturally, normal Nigerian police, we all allow that the key tool of investigation is torture. Right? So, tabari pe case lariwo, if you suspect somebody, and the person is not somebody that they can torture, police will be so powerless at that point. Until we all demand that the right funding should be given to police, the right orientation and logistics. Look at, it's a shame. I'm not always proud with the way Nigerian police even dress.
You've done 70% of their job. I follow you from the scratch. You've done 70% of what they are supposed to do.
But to be honest with you, sir, it's not even a crime if I support them. They appreciated it. This stumbling block was while I was still working, they were able to infiltrate into Awotajowa.
I understand that.
And they decided to start castigating while I was getting close to the real evidence. People were so weak and they allowed them. I had to run because while they were doing that, they were also coming after my life. I said, what's the point? But it's never late, it's never too late because I'm returning back to Nigeria. And I'm going to be returning back because we're going for serious battle. So at the face around by. But Coco Bessa, Timoco saw only whether on the Marley or Samilario or involve Wunmi. At this juncture, we cannot categorically write anybody out yet. The reason is this, sir. Only it's certain that Mohbad life was taken in that house.
Of course.
Some people came into that house. Something was mixed with something and it was given to Mohbad.
Wow.
So, and it told no share latita atimo.
Yes.
I want to try to point to see Naira Samilari. they might have a reason. It might be Samilari, it might be Naira Marley, it might be another person. Check it to me. I'm not going to be deceiving you. But I don't have any proof to say it is Naira Marley, it is Samilari yet.
But what happened to those people in the house? That they can even say, oh, is this guy? Is this guy? What are they waiting for?
So, what you want to see? Always up, nurse to one. Check me. The nurse that came. Láàrin mi àti Insa. Nurse tí mi ò mọ bí iṣẹ́. Tí mi ò mọ ilé tó ń gbé. Tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọkọ mi. Some people want to take his life initially. The nurse now came into the house. Tell me, over administer treatment. Sorry, ọkọ mi.
Me that what do it?
Oh, I draw. Oh, kate ba ko dúró believe nurse mo ṣe. Ngba tó ti rí ohun tí nurse ṣe tó fi kú yẹn. Bóyá nurse mú wrong injection wá ní o. Bóyá nurse ṣe anything according to story tó mú lẹ̀ yẹn o. Ṣé gbé ti mi. Ó wá ṣe bó ti ṣe yẹn. Nurse wá ṣe kíni, ó wá kú mọ́ nurse lọ́wọ́. Even to first empathize pẹ̀lú nurse. To be able to get clarity, tí ò ní cover anybody, tí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ò bá ti sí mbẹ̀, is a nurse. Ẹni tí kú sunu lé báyìí. Wọ́n máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi. Iṣẹ́ tí ilé ìṣe jẹ́ kí kọ́lọ́pàá wá bá yọ, kọ́lọ́pàá kú, ọlọ́pàá bá yọ, ẹjọ́ kọ́lọ́pàá yọ ọwọ́ yín kó yọjú yín. Let the police exonerate you. I am not in a position to say you don't have a role, you don't have a hand in this. I am not there. Look at what happened. How do I give account to this? Now that same nurse went home. The governor is aware that the nurse went home that same day. The police commissioner was aware. Make it make sense, sir. Check it to me. It's looking like, is that looking like She Lulele? She Enyoni Washe Erokoni Wana Bieru? Because on a good day, and what time could you pay Ashem Bokwe, nurse one picture? Ashem Bokwe, Kineko Prime Boy. We were all facing Naira Marley and Samilari.
It's a distraction.
So yes, that is a possibility. So now, I want for 1 year after. Let it see nurse that because statement the nurse sọ pé òun lòun gún Mohbad. Ẹ ti rí ohun tó ti fi gún Mohbad. Ṣé get me?
Yeah.
Ẹ ti rí òkú Mohbad nílẹ̀. Normally on a good day in a normal society, ṣe mo máa charge ẹni sí court ní pé qualify láti gún Mohbad. Ṣe registered nurse. Oye yìí, ẹ ti rí ohun tó fi gún Mohbad. Wọ Friday ló ti gún. That means pé lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ náà ẹni yẹn gangan ló gbẹ̀mí Mohbad.
Yes.
That is the person that should be charged. Okay, if anybody but involved other things, so you come and pay. But the failure to charge the nurse to court is because they know the statement accredited to that nurse. The nurse will change her testimony and tell the truth to one who court.
Because she will not want to go down alone.
Exactly. And eventually, it will turn out that the nurse did not even commit a crime. Because if the nurse did not treat Mohbad, she has not committed a crime.
Of course.
So now, who has told the nurse, you will be free, just accept whatever they do. You will be compensated. We need to know. Only one complex follow-up because ọlọ́pàá will buy the torture, the CCTV. Everybody mọ̀ pé tí o bá ti sí CCTV, tí o sí torture tẹ́ àwọn máa fi jẹ́wọ́, kí lọ́lọ́pàá fẹ́ fi mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé.
Màdúrà kì í ṣe psychic.
Kò sí máa ifẹ̀ mọ́, akọ̀ ń tọ́pọ̀ ọlọ́pàá yẹ kó ti mọ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwọn tó wà nílé tó lọ ṣojú wọn, ọ̀pọ̀ àrọ́ fọlọ́pàá. CCTV tọ́lọ́pàá bá tún wò kó fi ní tó ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n ní kò sí. Ẹjọ́ ọlọ́pàá ò lè lo torture. Àwa táwa ń ta akọ̀ wá ń píkì pieces ọlọ́pàá kò sí ń tẹ̀rọ táàrò. But ewu góńgó ni gbogbo ta mú jáde ló pa Mohbad. Kò sí ń ta lè sọ pé nǹkan báyìí gbogbo tá à ń dúró sórí social media òun ló pa Mohbad. Ìyàwó ju aṣọ sórí òkú. A mọ̀ pé Africans wa we know the meaning. Kò tí yẹn kọ́ mọ̀ sọ. Ṣé nǹkan tó pa Mohbad nìyẹn? No. So now that we have an opportunity to that CCTV, governor, you have to tell the governor and say, sir, tó bá wọnú CCTV, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá rí Naira Marley ńbẹ̀. Táà rẹ̀ tó sọ pé tí mo ṣe yìí o, Naira Marley ló ní ṣe, no case to answer nìyẹn.
Ben.
Ẹ ti understand?
Ben.
But those people that committed the crime, even from leaving the boy to die, nílẹ̀ ẹlẹ́tọ̀ gbé sí, tí tó fi kú,
that's negligence.
So by the time they charge them for that alone, one máa ti mọ̀. toxicology, forensic, any additional stuff, we use that. Demanding here, and this is what we have been telling the international community, and they are like, of course, something is fishy, because at the end of the day, none of us can charge the case to court. Only the government can. Yeah, Baba Mohbad lo rege. Àbúrò ya Mohbad o lo rege. Ṣé abẹ́rẹ́ tí nọ́ọ̀sì fún yẹn náà ló jẹ́ kó pọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀? Àbí àtúntò àti fún ajẹ́ kí yẹn pọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀.
Bóyá epo ni.
Ló ti yẹn kọ́ bó sọ.
But anyway, thank God. God bless you, my
Thank
brother.
you,
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Allah á kún yín lọ́wọ́ o.
Àmín.
Allah á kún yín lọ́wọ́ o.
Èmi tẹ̀ sí sáà síbi tẹ́mi ti lè sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ti wà níbi tí mo ti lè fàájà. Mi ò kàn fẹ́ kí èmi like ìlú Èkó. I love Lagos State.
Of course, ìlú wa
The government
nìyẹn.
of Babajide Sanwo-Olu may not be perfect, but it's doing well. I don't want anything to happen to that government. But if the government themselves and the people the governor brought to his government choose to destroy Lagos, we the masses will make it abundantly clear to the public that
Àwọn kan wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn tó incite public gan tó fẹ́ cause chaos Lagos State.
tó bá ti aláwọn tó ṣe kéèsì lẹ́yìn dáadáa tó bá ti gbà bẹ̀ tó bá yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló bá gbà wá ẹni tẹ̀mí sá ni pé all of us people that want to protest and do what they won't be able to push it on our head.
Àwọn kan ti ń waste time jù.
Only the more
They
they
are
delay
sitting,
to be
they are
denied.
sitting on a keg of the gunpowder.
Yes,
No, see,
you're very
yeah.
correct, sir.
God bless you, my brother.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Titus, are you there? It's that we have been able to initiate communication with the police. I've played it before. I'm going to play it again now so they can hear. And the voice you want to hear now is the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. And this is it. In Lagos, the head, oh, hold on, guys. You understand what I'm saying? That is Mr. Lati. You understand?
I'm following you.
How do I say sir?
Only contact máa fún àwọn ọmọdé yẹn wọ́n ní pé yẹn fáwọn ní contact náà.
Ṣé wọ́n ní ẹ sà?
Ibi tó ti fẹ́ wo sample of the CCTV yẹn.
Mo ti send address yẹn sí.
Okay, so no problem. Yẹn náà tó ní mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọn mo rò pé káwọn sọ pé bóyá ẹ bá fún ọ ní nọ́mbà ẹni náà.
No. Tó bá lọ síwájú lé yẹn. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gẹ̀ẹ́sì? Tó bá ti déwájú ẹ̀ tó bá tẹ buzzer. Ó ti yín. The person will now want to pass through buzzer. Pọ́lọ́pàá láwọn and they have one more ma approach ẹrú mo yé bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
No problem. Mo rò pé bóyá a fẹ́ ní wọ́n bẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni then I'll tell them they'll be on them. Or try lánàá. They need to be there.
Okay, sir.
All right, let's go.
So, and after that, Shenge to be on a Megini, I've been able to establish that you can see now. It's not even that Mukoleta, Mulo. This is evidence that the police have been, kept abreast. They have been kept abreast of where the CCTV are.
We are still where we are today because some sort of people don't want to do the needful. And if they don't want to do the needful, it's also our job to remind them towards justice.
Exactly.
Unless we don't want to do the needful within ourselves. And let us stop fooling ourselves. At this point, let us stop fooling ourselves. We need to, I don't know how to hide stuff, but let's call the spade at this point. We are our own enemy. The time we had to put it on ourselves to remind the government to do the needful. That means we are accusing the government. How about when we found out a solution to the ongoing case? which is the CCTV, and we have set of individuals amongst the J4M group kicking against that decision due to one unreasonable reason or the other. Because I see it as unreasonable reasons. Because we have a cause and we have a goal. That get to go, which is justice. So now, Mr. Yomi, èmi tèmi jọ́ tèmi ti gbọ́rọ̀ CCTV etí mi ti nà pé inquest court gbogbo ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́rọ́ tó ṣí òun ni CCTV yẹn. Like the fastest way to justice right now is the footage.
Exactly.
And we had a discussion about it about 2-3 days ago. So if you don't mind, I want to ask you, sir.
Okay.
According to the discussion, you were told that they will reach out to you. Have they contacted you yet, sir?
Yes, they have.
They have. You guys are working on it, right? You don't need to explain, sir. You guys are working towards it, right?
I'm expecting them. Yeah, I'm expecting their call.
Sir?
I'm expecting their call.
You're expecting their call? Oh, to go to the place, right? Where they have reached out to you.
When they land at that location.
The final call at the location. Okay, that sounds good. And that sounds like a great relief to me. And I am hoping by Friday, you should have gotten that call and they should have extracted whatever they want to extract.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to say this. Let's not lose focus. Like I usually say, we have moles amongst us. Moles amongst us. So you're gonna be dragged. They've been dragging you. They've been dragging every one of us. Let us not lose focus. And one kan, èèyàn kan, ronú lọ síbẹ̀. Ẹni yẹn dẹ̀ ronú fún wa. Ó lọ gba nǹkan yẹn jáde. Ó ṣe wá fàjà lọ. Àbọ̀ wá bá ní ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn yẹn. So hopefully they will call you by Friday, and if not, I think we should have another meeting as regards this by Friday again. If they didn't go to the place and if they didn't call you. So every other thing at this point, ìjọba náà tí ò fẹ́ ṣe needful, tí wọ́n fẹ́ question ẹni tó yẹ kó question tó jó lórí oko CEO, Ashana Worldwide, tí wọ́n fẹ́ question ẹ̀. Ṣebí footage ò lè parọ́ mọ̀dún. Yeah. Wọ́n lè sọ fún wa pé AI ní footage yẹn. So, yeah, so finger crossed till then. No retreat, no surrender. J4M.
Well, like I said at the beginning, Naira Marley's father, for the first time, decided to lend his voice to this struggle to get justice. The man is disturbed. He said, how is it that my son is included in this? What about those 15 people in that house when Mohbad died? How come they are fooling us about CCTV, the non-existence of it? This is fallacy. This is not true. This is not right. Well, I am glad, and also I will applaud Yomi Fabi for standing his ground on that. There is no father or mother that will put out whatever it is that will nail their children. Most of them will want to protect first. It is rare to see a father or a mother that will say, it is true, my son did. And let us be sincere. Till today, we've not seen any video, audio, single evidence, a chat, anything at all that points to the direction of Naira Marley directly or indirectly bullying Mohbad. Apart from their issue bordering on record label contract and Mohbad refusing to fulfill, Mohbad going to show, not bringing money to Naira Marley, this, that, all of that. We all know that most of the times, record label, they want to enslave you. It happened to Wizkid. Yes, the same Wizkid. Before he disappeared, ran down to the UK, stayed over there. It happened to Wizkid too. His record label wanted to use the old contract that was created for him to just get visa to perform in the UK. They wanted to use that against him, saying, hey man, you signed, so you are responsible for this. They wanted to use the 70, 30, 80, 20 percentage formula. And the guy is like, no, it's not possible. I'm not going to do that. How they settled it? Without him, RIP. Now, the case of Mohbad became a bit complex due to the kind of woman that Mohbad refused to cut off from. It has been established that Mohbad was under a spell. And some people have accused the father of Mohbad of doing less than they expected him to do. You might ask, what can Mohbad's father do to a grown-up man? What can he do? What if he had done something, yet Mohbad refused? What exactly am I talking about? Several times it has been told to Mohbad's father that Mohbad and one should split. If not, one person will RIP. You see, there is a difference in, these two people don't match. If they get married, they will have issues, they will have problems. They will quarrel. But when they talk about RIP, I'm sure that you must have learned one or two things. Once RIP is talked about, no one should joke with it. You don't play with such. But the man could not order Mohbad around, since Mohbad is now the breadwinner of the family. Mohbad's father is expecting something from Mohbad. So there is a limit to what you can tell such a son. If you scream at that son, he will not give you money. He won't give you nothing. You can only kind of massage his ego. You can only persuade him in a way. And that is not firm enough to make your son do what you expect him. What if you have a son that cares less about important things? You have a son that has been told to stay away from a woman. This woman will RIP you. And that person continues to be stubborn. What will you do about that? Many of us have gone through the same that Mohbad went through. You are being told. You refuse. You still want to fulfill that. You still want to go ahead. They say, don't go to this party, or don't stay around these friends. They will put something in your drink, or they will do this. You refuse. You want to still go, like something without even juju now or any spell. You still want to go ahead until God saved you somehow before RIP. Then you say, wow, what got over me? Well, it has been established. It has been established that a lot of things happened prior to the very demise of Mohbad. A lot of things happened. All that was said at the inquest, 90% are lies. From lifestyle, spending, and Adura. They all aware. They are all aware. One's mother, like I said, she quickly kicked herself into action. She pressed the buttons. What about the Islamic cleric and the lawyer that was found in Mohbad's house by Mohbad's father? What about that? Are we going to close our eyes to that? What was the purpose of that Islamic cleric? To fulfill certain spiritual, diabolic, evil. Well, what was it there for? Or is he a police officer dressed in that way? to quickly get rid of the CCTV or do this, do that. What exactly is this thing? It's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. So that CCTV is the major that will shed light. That is the final of the final. The police said there is no CCTV footage, but they were able to pick that of the nurse because that is what they want to put out there. The nurse injected, and that's it. According to Yomi Fabiyi that have seen that CCTV, according to Yomi Fabiyi that saw the CCTV, according to Yomi Fabiyi that spoke to the doctor that gave Wunmi, brought in unalive. Yes, that doctor confirmed that they brought a wound to him, meaning someone that is not breathing. And even the driver that drove Mohbad to the hospital said the leg of this guy is cold. What are we trying to say here is that Mohbad already died long time in that house. Then they all stood to wait for the nurse to come so that they can place the thing on the nurse. Now, there's something strange here. The nurse has not spoken. According to the nurse, the mother of the nurse, the medication that was applied on Mohbad, she called it, tetanus, antibiotics, and pain reliever. That's what the mother of the nurse said. Now, if Mohbad had died already in that house, and the nurse is saying this is a setup, what did the nurse come to do? Was it that the nurse was made to inject a lifeless body? Like, you know what? Please set up drip and all of those things on him. Set it up on him. So that at least it will be like he's sick. Was that the purpose of... Would that nurse be that stupid, foolish? Or the nurse was sent in to delete Mohbad? What exactly is this thing? And where is this nurse? How come the nurse somehow she's somehow protected? I'll tell you why. You see, when Prime Boy was in the custody of the police, he was already declared wanted because they wanted to create a picture of let's declare him wanted as if he ran away. And the nurse. Now, the thing about the nurse came in to the police station. According to her mother, she took her there to write a statement. Prime Boy said the nurse was busy selling adult toys, even though she was there in prison. I mean, like in the custody, like in the detention center. She was at peace, relaxed with herself. Is it that they've told her, don't worry? Wunmi has already nailed the nurse, saying it is the nurse. Wunmi already nailed the nurse. So I want to understand that part of it. Is it that they kept Mohbad wrapped and then say, the nurse came to administer medication on someone that is not breathing? Or they told the nurse he is sleeping, just give him the thing? Like, I don't get it. There is something that CCTV needs to unravel. We don't need to talk much about what the police should have done or what they did. We don't need to talk about it because it is obvious that this was intentionally botched to cover up the tracks of Wunmi in this case. Wunmi had already called her mom. I said it. Whilst Karimo was ignorantly purchasing ticket from the US for herself and her mother down to Nigeria, she said she went to pick up money, her contribution money, everything, bought ticket. Mom, let's go to Nigeria. Her mom was acting like she doesn't know what's going on. Pretending. So they got to Nigeria. She was screaming, saying, these people, they will know. What happened? What did not happen? But she was suspicious of some few things because things were not adding up. There were things that she was seeing, hearing. That's where she started feeling like, wait, Mom, so you know about this. How come we are together? You didn't even tell me nothing. What's going on here? Already they had their prior issue. The issue of, will you come babysit our children? Your grandchildren or not? They already had that issue pending. They already had that pending. And it's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. So she landed in Nigeria. She observed what was going on. In between, somehow, she was still supporting Wunmi. She went back. She dropped her bombshell. These people and my mom, God will punish you. Then she came back again. Mohbad, you infected Wunmi with STDs. Then back and forth. I spoke to Baba. I begged him. How can you say you spoke to somebody and you didn't even hear hello or any response? But she wants us to believe that it was a setup. She thought Mohbad's father was simply keeping her quiet. But she already said what she needed to say. And they ended up telling her, hey, he doesn't want to answer you. Leave him. Don't worry. Leave him. Let's say that's what it is. Let's say it happened. That she acted without proper consciousness of what is happening. It's okay. We have arrived to that point. There is no need of blaming who, blaming that. The most important is who pied Mohbad, how they went about it, to what end. Very important. One will not escape this. She will not escape this one. This is the beginning of the end.